A very good o'clock to all the students. Here I am Amisha, ma'am, your physics teacher. Students, today I am here to start our chapter number 4, that is refraction on the plane surface, where I am going to start and tell you about refraction and its components, related terms to it. Okay, do watch the video very carefully, try to understand the chapter, also go through the book itself. Okay, now before starting this refraction, I am going to take few example related to it. That is, here I have considered a utensils. If you could look here, okay, utensil you could say, or you can say a box. Okay, when I have see, I have taken it and I have placed an object in it. Let's consider that object could be a coin. Okay, and I am watching it from the sideways. Students, do look from here. Okay, will you be able to see that object? Your answer could be no. How? Because light ray is striking from here but couldn't be able to reach to our eyes. It is going straight but it is not reaching to that path where our eye is there. Okay. Now let's talk to another object, another example, another case where I have taken same object, same coin, but what I have done is I have put some water into that utensil, into that utensil. Fine. Now what is considered as will I be able to see that object? Our answer could be yes. How it could be yes? When I am watching it, I have told you that light goes straight. Okay, when it is going straight, you could see here, if it is going it would go straight, it will go straight, it will go straight. But here what happens is the medium changes. Here it is the air medium and here it is the water medium. Okay, so whenever the medium changes, whenever the light passes from one medium to the another medium, it is having the tendency that it bends. And it bends means that phenomena of bending of light when passing from one medium to the another medium is called refraction. Here it will not go straight but it will bend to the eye. Okay, here it must go straight but it will bend to our eyesight. Here it will not go straight but it will bend. Okay, and when light ray reaches our eyes are also having that tendency that it trace them back, पीछे की तरफ trace कर देती है. तो the point where that these light rays are meeting backwards, that point gives us the image of the object. Okay, here I have used the word image. That means it is not the real object which we are getting here. Our real object is here. This is the real object. This is the real position, students. But this is here the object. This what we are getting is the image. Or you can say it as apparent object. Or you can say it as the apparent position of the object. Okay, students. Now this our light ray, when it is going from one medium to the another, the bending tendency of it occurs due to different densities of the medium. Okay, different densities. Now but why this refraction occurs? Why this refraction is going on? So it is happening due to the speed that is changing in different medium. The light speed that is changing in different medium. How? We know that speed of light is maximum in vacuum, which is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Then less in air, which is 2.9 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Then less in ice, then less in water, then less in glass. Okay. Means highest in vacuum, least in glass here. Let's take an example. Here I have considered a glass slab. You all have seen a glass slab where an incident ray occurs. And the normal is over the perpendicular ray. Incident ray must goes straight, जाना चाहिए था. This is the original path of it, right? But what happens is, we know very well that speed of light in air, what is it? I have told you above. Speed of light 2.9 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, which is, you can say, 299,000 kilometer per second. Fine. Whereas the speed of light in glass is 197,000 kilometer per second. Understood? That means the speed of light is faster rather comparing to your glass speed in glass. Okay. That is, air is faster medium and glass is our slower medium. So students, just think, whenever a medium is faster, there you could consider it as a rare medium. Rare means which is easy or which is empty, where you can move fast, you can walk fast. Rare means where things are empty, ओके जो चीज़ें खाली हों जहाँ पर ईजिली आप वॉक फास्ट कर सकें, मूव कर सकें, तो दैट यू कुड कंसिडर एज रेयर मीडियम. अंडरस्टूड. वेयर एज द डेंसर मीडियम इज लाइक यू कुड से अ फॉरेस्ट रीजन जहाँ पर कितने सारे ट्रीज होते हैं. सो definitely your speed is there becomes slow. Fine. So rare medium is our faster medium. So you can't say now in physics that this is the fast medium, this is the slower medium. No, you will use some terms which is rare medium and which is denser medium. Okay, so air is our rare medium from where light is incidenting, and denser medium is our glass. Fine. Why it is glass is denser? Because it is here air, the speed of light is slower. Understood? As compared to air. So we'll pronounce light travels faster from rare medium to denser medium. Now students, there is a tendency of light, or you can say a property of light, that is it reaches on time, or you can say punctuality. Punctuality means whenever someone or something reaches on time, it shows the punctuality of it. Of that person. So light is also having, student, same property, that it is having the property of punctuality, like it reaches on time. When light is moving from rare medium to denser medium, means a faster speed comes into slower speed, then what happens? Light obviously take a shortcut to reach on time, because it has to reach on time to the another medium as well. So what it does, because it is coming from rare medium, faster medium, to the slower medium, it takes a shortcut afterwards. How? Look here. Here I have taken a glass slab again. See, this is the air medium, which is rare medium, and this is the glass medium, which is our denser medium. Okay, this is our incident ray, which is incidenting on this, and it is our normal ray. Fine. Acha, understood. See what I am saying here, it could be the original part. This one dotted part could be the original part, and normal I have expanded just below to the normal only. Fine. Now light ray should have gone straight in this medium. When it comes, it should have gone straight, na, but it bends as its speed got changed. When it is moving from one medium to the another medium, its speeds got changed. Hence this is the only phenomena which is called refraction, students. Okay, so when it bends, I have told you it takes shortcut. Shortcut means very short path it covers. So here I have taken three paths. Either it bends in this way, it bends this way, or it bends in this way. This is number 1 ray, this is number 2, this is number 3. Which is the shortmost cut path? You could see here, this is third one, is very shortcut, है ना? So it bends very short. So it neither continues this path nor this. It takes third one. Understood? This is the way it bends from the original path. Okay, so the ray we get after refraction, students, after the refraction, the ray we get is called our refracted ray. This is our refracted ray which we are getting. Okay, so this is refracted ray. Understood? And the angle which we are forming between the incident and normal, the angle that you are forming between, which is between the incident ray and normal, is our what? We have read earlier in 9th also. This is our angle of incidence. Understood? And the angle which we are forming between the normal, this is the normal, and the refracted ray is our this one, angle of refraction. Okay, students? So students, here when the light ray travels from rare medium to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. Normal की तरफ bend होती है light, very shortcut लेकर के. Understood? जब normal की तरफ students bend होती है, so here I could say that angle of incidence, this one angle, must always be greater than angle of refraction. Here also you could see सबसे ज़्यादा एंगल ऊपर वाला है, दिस इज़ दैट इंसिडेंट एंगल, एंड सबसे नीचे वाला, क्योंकि लाइट सबसे ज़्यादा तरीके से बेंड हो रही है फार मच अवे फ्रॉम इट्स ओरिजिनल पाथ. ये इसका ओरिजिनल पाथ है, ठीक है. यहाँ से सबसे ज़्यादा फार मच अवे बेंड हो रही है टुवर्ड्स दी नॉर्मल की तरफ. तो सबसे स्लो है, सबसे शॉर्टकट पाथ लिया है. ऑब्वियसली यू कुड सी दैट एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस ग्रेटर हो जाएगा एंगल ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन से. ये पॉइंट आपको दिमाग में रखना है कि व्हेन द लाइट ट्रेवल्स फ्रॉम रेयर मीडियम टू डेंसर, इट बेंड्स टुवर्ड्स दी नॉर्मल, एंड एंगल ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन इज ग्रेटर दैन एंगल ऑफ angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. Similarly, the second case, here I am saying, यहाँ तक आप सभी को समझ में आ गया, but light यहाँ तक रुकी नहीं है students. It again has to move afterwards आगे जाना है फर्दर एंड इसको बाहर भी आना है. नाउ व्हेन वी आर कंसिडरिंग द सेकंड केस, जहाँ पर अगेन दिस इज़ अवर ग्लास मीडियम एंड दिस इज़ अवर एयर मीडियम. अगेन लाइट हियर इज़ मूविंग फ्रॉम डेंसर टू रेयर. यहाँ से आ रही थी तो इट इज़ फ्रॉम रेयर टू डेंसर. अब जब अंदर से बाहर जा रही है तो इट इज़ मूविंग फ्रॉम डेंसर टू रेयर मीडियम. तो यहाँ पर आने के बाद व्हेन लाइट ट्रैवल्स फ्रॉम डेंसर मीडियम टू रेयर मीडियम इट बेंड्स अवे फ्रॉम द नॉर्मल. नॉर्मल से हमेशा बहुत दूर जाती है. रेयर के केस में, रेयर से डेंसर के केस में इट बेंड्स टूवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल, नॉर्मल की तरफ आती है रिफ्रैक्टेड रे. यहाँ पर ये नॉर्मल से अवे जाती है. अंडरस्टूड? सो हियर इन दिस केस this is our normal again, this is our refracted ray which is coming. So this could be our angle of refraction na. How? See, if you are considering two parallel lines, here this is our normal, here this is our normal, this angle should be equal to this one. Why? Because they are alternate interior angles na, right students? So here this is our angle of refraction and it could also be equal to angle of refraction. This is a mathematical thing which you have read earlier also. Fine. So here this could be, both angles could be equal as they are angle of refraction. Understood? Now when it is moving, when it is going to the other medium, that is air, it bends away from the normal. Normal से दूर जाती है. तो let's take the example 1, 2, 3. These three rays I have considered. This is the original path, dotted part. Okay. Now which path it will follow? First one सबसे ज़्यादा दूर है, second या third? Obviously first one is far most away from the normal. So light will move in this manner here. Okay. And this ray is called emergent ray. Why emergent ray? As it is emerging out of glass slab, क्योंकि सबसे ज़्यादा बाहर निकल रही, glass slab से निकल रही है. Therefore it is emergent ray. So the angle which is formed between normal and emergent ray is our angle of emergent, denoted by angle small e. Understood? Now students, here angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergent. How? Because let's take the let's look here again. These are our parallel lines. This is our normal, and when we are watching this angle is equal to this angle. How? Because they are all what? Alternate exterior angles, and since they are the parallel lines, so alternate exterior angle should be equal. Okay. So now denser to rarer. What happens? The slower speed to faster speed, angle I becomes equal to angle E, that is incident angle becomes equal to angle of emergent. Okay, as they are alternate exterior angles. So here when light ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal, and when it is bending away from the normal, angle of incidence is less than angle of refraction. Why angle of incidence is less than angle of refraction, students? Now तो you should know ना. This you will tell me after the video, either in my personal WhatsApp or in comment section. Okay. Now students, here a very fair figure I have drawn again. So this is our incident ray, normal. This is the refracted ray which is coming out from this glass slab. Then this incident ray, after emerging out from glass slab, incident ray converted into an emergent ray. This is the original path of the light, and this is the emergent ray. Understood? Incident ray, this incident ray, this is parallel to emergent ray. How it is parallel? Look here. This is the glass slab, parallel lines I have drawn. Understood? Normal. This is the our incident ray, and this is the emergent ray. Since angle I is equal to angle E, right? Since both the angles are equal, then therefore the lines must be parallel. So incident ray is parallel to emergent ray. But students, do remember that emergent ray is called apparent path. What is it called? Apparent path. Okay. And the displacement that is happened from original path of light to the emergent ray. Here if you could look that, this is the original path of the ray, है ना. यहाँ से light ना आकर के light shift हो गई है इधर की तरफ, यहाँ displace हो गई है, ये emergent ray बन गई है. तो ये जो displacement आया है, इस displacement को आप कहते हैं lateral displacement. Understood? That is when the light ray passes out from glass slab, it displaces from its original path. अपने original path से displace हो जाती है, and therefore it is called lateral displacement. Hope so students, these all things you have cleared here. All things are clear to you very well. Let's recall few points now. What I have to recall is, first one is refraction. What is it? When a light travels from one medium to another medium, it bends, and therefore it is called refraction. So when the light ray passes from air to glass, the speed of light, what happened? Is it increasing or decreasing? Think about it. When a light ray is passing from air to glass, air is our rare medium, glass is our denser medium. That means fast speed से slowest speed पे आ रही है. Therefore, it should take a shortcut. Na? Then that means it will decrease. Good. Now, refraction happens because why it's happening? Because speed of light reaches in different medium. Answer. I have told you earlier also. Third one is light is slower in glass than in water. Why? If it travels water, or if light travels water to glass, it turns. Tell me. See, when light is slower in glass than in water, or you can say if light travels water to glass, it bends towards the normal, as I have discussed just now. Okay, what happens? It bends towards the normal. Understood? Hope so the video is clear to you. You must have understood it well. Try to cover it from the textbook also, so that you will be able to understand the chapter in a better way. Thank you students for watching the video.